joined by a special guest on that no confidence motion. Parikshit, over to you.
Thanks, Harib. We're going to see a stormy session on Friday. The no confidence motion will be taken up. There will be a discussion as well. The opposition is trying to get the numbers. They're holding strategy meetings. Joining us now is a member of the Biju Janata Dal. We're joined by Member of Parliament Kalikesh Singh. Kalikesh, first of all, do you agree with the opposition strategy of bringing a no confidence motion on the first day of Parliament?
Look, Parikshit, it's the democratic right of the opposition parties to be able to bring in a no confidence motion as and when they choose to, on whatever issue they want to. Now, this did not happen last term round. In the last session, the Speaker didn't take a decision and didn't accept the no confidence motion, which is highly unusual, given the Constitution and the Democratic Convention. So I'm glad the Speaker has decided to accept it this time round, because that means that unlike the last time round, the session will continue, irrespective of what happens in the no confidence motion. Now, I don't believe the government has any real threat of losing confidence, losing the motion.
Right.
Sorry, you were saying?
Right. So you're saying the government is not threatened. Yes, the numbers are in their favor. Would you, as a MP of the Biju Janata Dal, confirm whether Biju Janata Dal will be supporting this no confidence motion? Will it be supporting the TDP and the Congress on Friday?
Well, let me just put it in this manner, that we don't like to support either the BJP or the Congress in any manner. That's been our political stance from the beginning. As to how we will actually vote or not vote on this particular motion, we will take a decision on this matter in our party meeting tomorrow, which is to be held, in the parliamentary board.
So principally, you have been against the BJP in Orissa as well. So can we say that you are going to abstain from the vote, or you are likely to vote for the motion?
Well, I can tell you we will not vote against the motion for sure. The other course of action that we can take is something that we can only disclose to you or to the press once we finalized our course of action and consulted with the Chief Minister.
All right. And do you feel that this is now a larger test of opposition unity? Will the Biju Janata Dal, which seems to be watching as a spectator right now, is a fence sitter as far as this no confidence game is concerned, do you think that this will be a test of larger opposition unity?
I think to a large extent the collecting together of all the other opposition parties will be demonstrated by this particular no confidence motion. Now, it's also going to be an opportunity for the opposition parties to score political points by way of discussion and debate in Parliament. A lot of anti-incumbency exists against the Modi government, and I think this particular opportunity in Parliament will be a boon for the opposition parties, because they've often been accused of being not forceful enough in their opposition and not being vociferous enough in their opposition. So I think they'll manage to score a few points for sure.
So, and finally, Kalikesh, would you agree that this, at the end of the day, is just a pressure tactic to corner the government, earn brownie points politically? Because as you're saying, the opposition cannot succeed. The numbers are not in its favor. They have about 119 MPs plus who are supporting the opposition. There are many parties like yours, like the Shiv Sena, which are undecided right now, even the TRS for that matter.
Well, let's not forget Shiv Sena is an ally of the BJD or the NDA. So that puts them in a completely different bracket if they are still undecided. As far as TRS and others are concerned, I'm sure we'll come to a decision very soon. But I wouldn't say it's just showmanship or some sort of a perfunctory move by the opposition parties. I think it's in the democracy. If there are serious concern about how the government is running, and there are serious issues which need to be taken up, and often in our Parliament, these issues don't get space because they're not allowed to be raised. And therefore, in this kind of a motion, the Speaker actually has no choice but to accept it. And therefore, I found it very strange last time round when the motion for no confidence came in and other matters were taken up, when there is a doubt on the credibility of the government's, being able to survive the no confidence motion. So, I don't think it's something very superficial or just something which is purely political in nature. I think it's a democratic right. It needs to be enforced. Let people speak their mind and let people vote their conscience.
All right, Kalikesh Singh Deo, thanks very much for speaking to CNBC TV 18. So that was Kalikesh Singh Deo, an MP of the BJD, which is undecided. They would be holding a meeting to decide whether they vote for the motion or they abstain for the motion. He made it clear that they will not be voting against it.